There's a question by Prof. Dr. Suhaimi recently. He mentioned that does Malaysia fully understand what IoT is? Or merely knowing the jargon just so that they look smart and trendy because everybody is talking about it? Well, I think it's not only IoT. There's a lot of other words and terms that being abused now, and we have heard a lot about Industry 4.0. You know, people are talking about fourth industrial revolution. Technologies such as blockchain, artificial intelligence, machine learning, deep learning, and then they mention about augmented reality, virtual reality. So these are some of the new jargons that have been cropped up, and a lot of times people just love to use this jargon to, like what Prof. Suhaimi mentioned, is just to look smart and probably trendy, because otherwise you are being seen as someone being left behind. But most of the time it's only on the surface that they will know, but in detail they will lack of depth and understanding about the actual meaning. For example, like Internet of Things have received a lot of these I would say applications for grants with the title of Internet of Things, but when you take a look into the detail about the content of the proposal, it doesn't really talk about much about Internet of Things. It maybe talk about connectivity, might talk about some sensors and so on and so forth, but it doesn't really mention about the real Internet of Things, which you know that I mentioned much earlier is about sensors, connectivity, middleware, application, deriving insights out of that. So that might be the whole value chain of Internet of Things. So the same goes with blockchain. People sometimes use blockchain, talking about Bitcoin, and you know that blockchain is just more than a Bitcoin. It is distributed ledger, and you can do a lot more with blockchain. Because with smart contracts, for example, that will trigger contracts transparently, securely, and instantly, for example. So there's a lot of other things which people are just merely talking about them, but in depth they have that lacking of understanding. Big data analytics. So if you have like 1 gigabyte or 10 gigabyte of data, that even doesn't not considered as big data. For example, in real definition, they might even go to 1 petabyte of data. So that is a big amount of data that needs to be used in the big data. And big data have different characteristics. Data that comes in big volume, big or small. It can comes in variety, text, multimedia, and video. It can comes in velocity, high speed or low speed. It can have a veracity. You don't know whether it's a true or not kind of data. So uncertainty. So that is these characteristics, which is why a lot of people just assume that the word that they have mentioned is, they just feel that they look smart. For example, do you consider your laptop as an IoT device? Or do you consider smartphone as your IoT device? So, but if you know the criteria of IoT, then you will know that maybe most likely a computer is not an IoT device. A smartphone might probably is, because a smartphone have a lot of sensors inside there. You cannot say that a big mainframe is an IoT device. So the perception of my IoT is a small device, and we have this, if you want to deploy IoT, you must consider like price, coverage, and also what do you call that? Price, coverage, and also low power.